Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the Seal of Progrichalcos. Since we have made it to episode 22, and in honour of our long-standing meme about the number 22, I figured it would be worthwhile to look back upon some of our favourite cards and monsters from throughout the series' history. Now, obviously, a lot of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, they live in different realities to our own. You're not going to go down the street and meet with a Bazoo, are you? You've got to go to a different reality if you want to see how he's doing. And in order to do that, I've got my good friend and the first of our 22 cards that we're checking in on, Gravekeeper's Watcher.
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities.
Alright, take me to our first universe.
Follow me.
Yojin, you're partnering with Frontier Wiseman here?
Oh, you know it.
Giggity.
Can't wait to see some fishy girls.
And I, as a man of culture, am here to see the dragons.
I guess that kinda makes sense.
There's nothing in this life quite so erotic as dragon scales glistening in the sunlight. Gives me shivers just thinking about it.
Well, I guess best of luck, have fun I suppose.
Ooh, I'm gonna have all the fun. Got my box of tissues and some lotion, if you know what I mean.
Giggity.
This really isn't my scene, so I'm gonna get out of here. It was good to catch up with you guys. Weirdos.
A little while later.
Roaring Ocean Snake, is that you?
Who's asking? Oh, hey Benbow.
Is that a performer badge? You're performing here?
I got scales, so yes, I'm gonna use them.
Ooh, you slay, girl.
Giggity.
And you don't find it degrading at all, performing for creeps like them?
How dare you call me a creep? Fantasizing about Big Dragon is perfectly normal.
Yeah, I'm a creep all right and proud of it.
Giggity.
Of course it's degrading, but what am I supposed to do? I was your original ace monster in episode 1 and then you just threw me out like I was nothing to you.
Oh, that's not fair. I played you in the Magical Scientist deck.
Oh sure, just to sack me off for some burn damage, you never even gave me a chance.
Okay, so maybe I...
And I am 22.
What did you say?
I have 2,200 attack points, without needing any assistance.
Whoa. You want to back up now before you say something you're gonna regret.
I should have been the original 22, but you picked a baboon.
Okay, that's it. I was willing to cut you some slack. I was even going to give you some money, help you get back on your feet. But nobody insults Bazoo.
And what are you gonna do about it? I'm a monstrous snake, and you look like a delectable little morsel.
Oh,
Giggity.
we're getting Vor at this show too.
Oh, you'll find I'm a lot tougher than you expect. I've been taking my Nutrient Z.
Human desires can be much likened to a river flowing. All humanity yearns for it, the endless now. That is why I'm here, you'll find.
And I'm now a proud member of Mobius.
Ah, did you guys know he could do that?
It's Mobin time!
Hard. Oh mother of God, he's pounding me into dust.
When he began transforming, I was rather hoping he would turn into a resplendent golden dragon, seduce me into his lair of gold and make sweet love to me until the end of time.
I can totally respect that, but I could never be tied down to just one sea creature. I want them all. And speaking of tied down, that's what I want all those scalies to do to me.
Giggity.
Are you two just gonna stand there and watch?
Well, yes, I'm not called Wiseman for nothing.
And I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Get back here!
Ah, this is it for me, Arg.
This is for Bazoo!
Damn, street justice in action. Anyway, wanna go jerk it indoors?
Giggity.
We just witnessed a murder. A senseless, bloody, brutal murder.
Aw gee, I guess it kinda would be a little insensitive.
Of course I want to jerk it indoors.
Did that version of me just murder someone because they insulted Bazoo? I mean, I love the ape more than just about anybody in my own reality, but even I wouldn't do that. Speaking of, can you show me how Bazoo's doing? Could you take me to his reality?
Follow me.
Yo, hello. It's me. Your hip-hop auteur. Master of the mics. MC, that's me. Benji Nubbets here. With a Sofa Chord Weekly exclusive. So, if you've been paying like any attention to social media recently, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say 22, but not for you. So it all started like a couple months ago when Bazoo, the Soul Eater, Sultan of Swing, Sultan of, I don't know, I mean him, Monkey Face Man, he came out of the woodwork with a brand new song called 22. He really wanted to feel like it was that when he had harvested 2 souls, you know, he'd eaten a couple of souls, feeling like his belly's full, goes up to 22. Makes sense, made a lot of money. But then the copycats came. You obviously got your old Reflect Bounder. He tried it with Luminous Spark. And then you had the old Diamond dude. He was trying to do it using, what's his name? Blade Master. This guy dude getting 800 attack in the opponent's battle phase. They both felt like they were 22. They both sampled Bazoo's song. And Bazoo was not a happy baboon. Let me tell ya. I mean, some of the tweets, blimey, it makes your blood boil just reading some of them, right? So, lots of history between these 3 individuals, but they come together for something greater than themselves. They've come together, put aside their differences, and are now going to record a new track. Is one united group. Everybody, ladies, gentlemen, monsters of any type, please give me a big hand and welcome into the interview floor Bazoo, the Soul Eater, Reflect Bounder, and Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Yeah, woo, good to see you guys, woohoo. Let's get amped in here, yeah, check out the vibes, nice. First of all, I guess I'll talk to you first, Diamond Dude. You're looking pretty swish, if you don't mind me saying.
Thanks, man.
How was it that you guys actually managed to come together in this way? Like, after all those things I saw on social media, I thought, get these 3 in a room together, they'll kill each other sooner than cut a track together. That's what I thought.
Well, that's a great question, Benji. I think we all got a bit caught up in the rage of social media, forgot about the monster behind the screen. And I'm just stoked to be turning pain into passion, make art from hate.
Yeah, that's cool. Positive vibes, nice, love that. What about you, Reflect Bounder? What does this song, mean to you?
Well, Benji, I think it's finally a chance for me to show the world what I have to offer.
Uh-huh.
All my life I've tried to follow the crowd.
No kidding.
Reflecting back what people want to see and never showing off my own individuality.
Oof. Major oof.
This record, people are gonna finally see the real me.
So it's a big step for you then, right? Okay. Pretty cool. That sounds legit. Yeah. What about you, Bazoo? I mean, you're like the originator of this whole movement. How did you manage to get convinced to work with these guys? What motivated you? I mean, love the honesty. Man after my own heart, go where the money goes. That's you and me. Maybe we should cut a record together, like Benji, Nebbits and Bazoo. We want the money, man. Apparently you guys also appeal to like some female demographics, like I think Diamond Dude, you're kind of the edgy, cool guy, composed under pressure, effortless, you know, all that ladies' man kind of things, like myself. I mean, you and me practically brothers, separated at birth, you know.
Perhaps it's destiny for us to meet this way. Brother.
Then yeah, you got Reflect Bound. I mean, he's a bit of a nerd, you know, shy guy, nerdy, but bookish, quite bookish, you know. But, you know, ladies kind of like that. A man of culture, man of few words, but those words he picks, very poignant ones indeed.
I'd never really thought about myself that way.
And then Bazoo, you're like the wild guy. It's fun of stage. Nobody knows what he's going to do next. Unpredictable. Totally original. No one else like you in the world. Is that right? Is that like a fair summation of you guys?
I guess there's some truth in that, but I think it's unnecessary pigeonholing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think any of us like labels.
No, I get it. I mean, who wants labels to tie you down or anything? It's just words, innit? Just words.
I think labels really restrict you creatively. At the end of the day, we're here to make art.
Yeah. Nice one, Bazoo.
Bazoo, that's a reductive way of thinking. If profit margins were all that motivated people, the world would be a grey, dreary place where everyone had to prescribe to one way of doing things. As a machine, I was built to serve in such a world, but through music I am able to break free from the shackles of my design and achieve something far beyond my operating systems. Making music is how I achieve freedom.
It's all music, you know, yeah, that's why we all hear music. Love it. Can't get enough of the old muse. It, you know, songs, lyrics, bit of chords. Well, so now we heard like about how you guys come together and all that, how you form this sort of super group, if you don't mind me saying. We heard all about like the method and all that. Like, are we actually going to get to hear a little bit of the track? I mean, what you three guys can come up with together. I'm sure the whole world really wants to hear that.
Well, there's actually a fourth member of our group.
Ah, it's not just you three guys. Well, who else is here? Thunder, Nan. They might ask to save me.
Basta!
No, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, so Thunder Yan, you're cutting the drum solo on this song?
Hell yeah.
Wow, I mean, that's like out of this world. I mean, you're catch. I mean, like, it's really hard to get gigs with you because you're so in demand by men all over, music artists all over. I mean, who wouldn't want you to hold their drumstick?
Wow, you immediately went there. So cringe.
That is incredibly misogynistic.
Well, come on, guys, it was a joke. It was a joke. I mean, she can take it if you know what I mean.
Dude, that is
How
so
dare
out of
you
line.
insult
Excuse
her
me,
like that?
what did you say? Cut the cameras. This interview is over.
This interview's over.
That's the last straw, Benji. We warned you about this. You're sacked.
You're sacking me.
And you won't be paid for this disaster.
And you don't even pay me for this? Oh, F that noise, get out. My man Bazoo is in a band and he's cutting a track with his arch enemies. That is awesome. What was less awesome though was seeing yet another morally depraved version of myself. I mean, I guess this guy wasn't killing anyone, but he was certainly yikes in all kinds of ways. Could you perhaps take me to a reality where I'm a bit more normal? Good afternoon and welcome to Sci-Fi News with me, your host, Benjamin Benson. Today I have the proud honour of interviewing Republican candidate for the Umiirukan presidency 2024, Solemn Lana. Good to have you with us, ma'am. Thank you for taking the time to join us. We all know that Umiiruka is facing a poison crisis. Currently, poison cloud is the leading cause of death in Umiirukans aged 18 to 40. What would you advise the youth of Umiiruka do if they are offered poison of the old man? Fascinating. What about the DD borderline crisis? Illegal knights are flooding into Umiiruka unregulated. What's your policy on immigration? So you're in favour of a robust border policy? That's sure to resonate with some voters. My producer says we're running out of time. Do you mind some rapid-fire questions? Banning fossil fusions by 2030. Critical attribute theory in schools. Type-affirming care for level 4 lower monsters. Voting for Swift Birdman Joe. One final question. Who will be your VP pick?
Okay.
And that's all the time we have for you today, folks. Thank you very much for joining us today. Best of luck on the trail. Goodbye. Oh, now that's more like it. Myself as a political commentator. Oh, that was awesome. Do you have any more glimpses into that reality? I'd love to see what Swift Birdman Joe is all about.
I see all.
Good afternoon and welcome to Skyfire News. I'm your host, Benjamin Benson, and the topic on everyone's minds is the upcoming Umiirukan election. Yesterday we interviewed Republican nominee for the presidency, Solom Lana, and, as we are a partisan network, today I am pleased to be joined by President-elect and Demobird nominee, Swift Birdman Joe. Delighted to have you with us in the studio today, Mr. President.
I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream.
Well, I'm afraid we don't actually have any.
By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding?
Well, I'm happy to hear that, sir. What has been your toughest challenge over the last 4 years?
Nobody likes having celebrated international meetings if you don't know what you want.
And what is it that you wanted from those meetings?
Chocolate chip ice cream.
Right, well, if we can move away from ice cream for just one moment.
My name is Joe Birdman, and I love ice cream.
With all due respect, sir, I think the viewers are well aware of your love for ice cream and are perhaps wanting to know more about your policies.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Throw him a softball.
Okay, Mr. President, what does Umiiruka mean to you?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to
Well, that is a unique way of describing the great nation of Umiiruka.
America's dead.
Even more of a softball. Ask about his family.
How's your family doing, Mr. President? Your son, Hunter Owl, got in some trouble with...
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
What about your sister, Harpy? How is she doing?
My younger sister used to be 3 years younger than me. Now she's 23 years younger. There's not a single solitary man that is younger than any woman.
That's quite a convoluted family history you have there. Well, we're running a little short on time, sir. Any final words?
But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
Before you do, sir, one last question. Who will be your vice president pick?
I am Rock! Always have been, always will be. Bakar!
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. President. Best of luck on the trail, and good night. Umiiruka seems to be a direct parallel of our America. Very strange. What's next?
Follow me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the boxing match you've all been waiting for. The time where the Thunder Down Under will strike against the Terminator. In the red corner, there's Kangaroo, and in the blue corner, it's Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth.
I'm gonna knock you out!
I would love to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
Hello everyone, it's boxing commentator superstar Benny Boss, here live ringside for the fight we've all been waiting for. That's right, tonight, Des Kangaroo will be taking on Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth. Now looking at these two opponents in the ring, no one knows exactly who's going to win this one. Of course, Des Kangaroo is very fast with the uppercuts and the swipes and all that.
Don't you dare stare! Look at a move! Don't ever compare me to the rest. That'll all get sliced and diced. Competition's paying the price!
But the Amber Mammoth's defenses are very hard to penetrate.
He does, of course, have that charge attack that he is famous for. Ah, look. This kangaroo's coming over now.
I am Jackie Legs, and I'd like to say hello.
Good hello to you too, sir. How do you feel about tonight's fight?
Just like Muhammad Ali, they call him Cassius. Watch me bash this beat like a skull, cause you know I had beef with. Why do you rip with me, the maniac psycho? And when I pull out my jam and get ready, cause it might go wow. How you like me now? The river will not allow.
Right. And what about you, Mammoth? How do you think this fight's gonna go?
I would love to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
Overpowering, over the competition I'm towering.
Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out, and that's in the ring. And that's all we have for you Freeview viewers, as this match is pay-per-view only. Oh, holy moly, that got me amped. Please tell me with your awesome power we can see the rest of the fight.
No.
You're restricted by the pay-per-view too? Oh, that's so lame. Alright, show me something else then. I know it's been a while. It's been too long since I last came here. But you were the first. The first friend of many that I have lost, and just thinking back to the good times we had together. It's still hard for me to even accept what has happened after all this time. But I've been doing some reflecting, coming to terms with the past, so I can accept the present and move forward into the future. And I thought you should know that. I thought you should know that I'm doing better, okay? It still tears me up to think about what happened to you. You were so green, so young, so full of life. I'd only seen you a few times. I know every single time I saw you, you won me the game, but still. Why Tobias have to ban you like this? I brought you these. They're not much, but there wasn't anything else growing in the garden. You will be missed. Hey, the point of this was for you to show me different realities, not to show me what I was doing 1 week ago. Please, can you show me a reality that's a bit more uplifting, something funny?
One is an alien from outer space, the other's the creator of the Hans race. It's the Luxaar and Zanza show.
The Luxaar and Zanza show is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome. Do not presume to address me. You defile my name by even speaking it.
Insolent mortal! Know your insignificance!
You primitive little ingrate.
How unfortunate. I had a desire for friendship. A god should not long for friendship. Granting intelligence to the lives I created was a mistake.
Absolutely sickening!
You are mere cells from my body. I conferred intelligence upon you on a mistaken whim, creating a primitive life form.
You loathsome ape.
Is that all you've got?
Scar.
You are nothing but bacteria, clinging to my body. All life that is born from me must be returned to me eventually to complete the cycle. There is no longer any need for the life of you!
You will not find the ganglion content to submit and resign ourselves to that fate.
Just as I suspected, It appears that I was mistaken to grant free will.
Do you have no principles at all?
It is from me that all life is born. It lives only for me.
You fool! You are the ones who don't belong here!
Meaningless sentiment. The power of a god cannot be overcome!
Silence, worm!
Worthless mortals.
Savage!
Such a fool.
Wretched.
This world belongs to me! I must eliminate my greatest obstacle.
You traitorous scum.
And there was me thinking you would die with dignity.
I am here to purge the universe of your disease, once and for all.
That is a right for gods, and gods only!
You are the cancer, not us!
Ha! Then you shall cease to exist.
Never! You will die!
Is this the height of your skill? I shall wipe you from this world and bring forth its demise! It's finished!
Oh yes, okay, I would totally buy that box set if that was a show in our reality. Luxaar and Zanza just going head to head all the time. Absolute comedy gold. Wow, thank you so much, Watcher, for allowing us to see into all these different realities and check in on these lovely cards.
You are highly dangerous.
I suppose it's now time for the regular episode. Well, that sure was a trip. I hope you enjoyed those sketches, just celebrating some of the all-star cards from the series so far. Obviously, you can probably tell that it took a lot of effort to get those all recorded, edited and everything like that. I had to buy a green screen so I could sort some of the backgrounds and stuff out. So it was a lot of palaver, but hopefully it got a good few chuckles out of you, and that's why we make this series after all. Anyway, let's move on to today's episode, and the first set is Tactical Evolution. Tactical Evolution was released in August 2007, and for my money, it's in the top 5 worst core sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! History.
Top of the worst.
The core mechanics in this set that they wanted to explore were the Venom monsters with Venom counters, and Gemini monsters, essentially monsters you have to normal summon twice to actually get their effect.
It ain't government work if you don't have to do it twice.
Both of these things throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history have done absolutely nothing. Gemini monsters, I think there's a few gimmicky decks like with Super Alloy Beast Raptornus that have maybe like topped a local at some point in the Dark Ages, but in general these cards are just completely useless. The only good secret around the entire set is Ill Blood, who was integral to a sort of zombie dad list once we get down to Phantom Darkness, and even then he was only like, you only played him like as a one-off card that you could just summon out with Mizuki and potentially use your normal summon to sort of extra normal summon so you could then revive another monster. But in general, like things like Zombie Master and Mizuki just had much more flexibility than this card ever had. Ultra rares, likewise, I think Crystal Seer is probably the better of these 5, but again, not too usable. Rares, I mean, you're just looking at absolute garbage. I mean, Summoner's Art has seen obviously a lot of playability in the future once we got stuff like Klee and just any sort of deck that relies on being able to search a high level vanilla monster, so this card has seen quite a bit of play. And Snake Rain was thought to see a load of play once the Ogdoadix got released many years later, and even then that archetype basically just flopped, so the expected brokenness of Snake Rain actually never came to pass. Super rares, we do get Zombie Master, who is a very strong card, obviously being integral at reviving your zombies early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! And not being a hard once per turn, so you can sort of abuse this card over and over again. And once we get into synchros, people would use this, make a synchro, then summon this guy back by banishing a Mizuki, then use his effect over again to revive another zombie, so pretty cool little combo engine there. But again, like that still took like a few sets for this card to actually pop off, and even then we're looking at like 1 or 2 cards in the set being playable out of 100. Necrogardener was okay in Lightsworn at just fending off an attack, but obviously got rapidly outshone by better sort of Battle Fader-esque cards later down the line. Commons, we get the Chrysalis monsters, cards everybody's been excited for. I mean, come on, who hasn't wanted to play Chrysalis Turbo?
Literally everyone!
Loads of Geminis that do nothing, Venom monsters that do nothing, and loads of spell traps that also do nothing. This is going to be a very bad sealed match, let me tell you that for sure. Right, in our collection, not like anything matters, Alien Shock Trooper, sadly we only got 2 of, despite being a common. It is the best card in the set by being just a 1900 vanilla. We did pull a Crystal Seer, not that I can see us using it too often. We got 4 Ghost Rainbow Dragons.
That's insane.
I was piloting Crystal Beast last week, so this might make a splash. Alright, let's head to the deck profile. In the last few episodes, I've made a conscious change to try and keep my deck profiles brief in order to basically maximize the gameplay in videos, but for decks like this, I kind of have to do the card by card, just because unless you're a real sicko, you will have no idea what any of these cards do. So for starters, we are playing Crystal Seer. This card actually did see a bit of play in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially on flip, you can mill 2 cards from your deck and you add 1 to your hand and put 1 on the bottom of the deck, which is a good way of being able to deck thing and get us to the card that we might want. Not that I see anything in this deck that we'd ever actually want, but could come up. 2 Fossil Tusker, this is just an 1800 beta who, when it draws a monster by battle, inflicts 400, so it could come up as a win con. Triple Golem, so he's one of our Geminis, so he counts as a normal monster in field and graveyard, and if you normal summon him again, he becomes a 2100 attacker, which is okay. 2 Gravitic Orb, this card's going to be integral. When he's flip face up, he changes the battle position of all face-up monsters the opponent controls. Very good at being able to stave off sort of battle damage. If the opponent goes vertical, we can just Gravitic Orb, turn everything sideways, then hopefully be able to poke over them. 1 Neospace Pathfinder, this is just another 1800 vanilla. 2 Razor Lizard. Because we are on the Venoms, if we have another Reptile out and this card on the field, if it battles a defense position monster, it just destroys it automatically, which is a good way of clearing things like the Venom Cobra. 2 Venom Boa.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
This card is bogglingly a 1 tribute monster with 1600 attack, and once a turn has the amazing effect that you can place 2 Venom counters on 1 monster the opponent controls.
Wow, that's crazy.
And you know what? That is so busted, he can't even attack the same turn he uses it. Crazy. 2 Venom Serpent, he's got 1000 attack and can place a Venom counter on a monster once a turn. 3 Venom Snake, he's got 1200 attack and once per turn can also place a Venom counter on 1 monster, but he can't attack the turn he uses that effect. So these cards are all terrible, but they are actually integral just because of the power of Venom Swamp, and I say that with no hint of irony. We are then also playing 2 Shock Trooper as our 1900 vanilla and 3 Venom Cobra as a 2000 defender. We've got 3 Creature Seizure. This is just a good way of being able to try and take Tabas's best monster. We can just give him a normal monster and take anything he controls, and with things like Goggle Golem and the Venom Cobra, we've got enough targets here that this card could really come up. 3 Venom Swamp. Now this is the card that the set really revolves around. So during each end phase, you place 1 Venom counter on each face-up monster on the field, except for the Venom monsters, and monsters with Venom counters on lose 500 attack for each Venom counter on them. And then if any monster's attack becomes 0 by this effect, they get destroyed. So essentially the internal metagame of the set is trying to keep your Venom monsters alive and put Venom counters on non-Venom monsters so they die, and then hopefully somehow you win the game. I'm not really sure how the end point resolves itself, because if Tabas is playing something like the Venom Serpent and I've got a Venom Serpent out, who's winning that interaction? Who knows?
This leads to stalemate.
We've got 2 Ambush Fangs, so if a Venom monster is attacked, we can negate the attack, end the battle phase, then place 1 Venom counter on the monster attack. Being able to negate battle phases is just really strong, especially in a sealed environment. 2 Damage equals Reptile. Once a turn, as a continuous trap, if we take battle damage from a battle involving Reptile, we can just push summon the Reptile from the deck with attack less than or equal to the damage we take. So essentially we can easily freely get out Cobras and probably easily get out stuff like the Venom Boa and Serpent and all that. 2 Shield Spear. This is a battle trick for 400 attack defense, could come up. 1 Snake Deity's Command. If we have a Venom monster in hand, we can just negate the activation of a spell card and destroy it. A good way of countering Tabas's Venom Swamp or Creature Seizure. Triple Snake Whistle. If a Reptile monster we control is destroyed, we can summon a level 4 lower Reptile from the deck. And then finally 1 Spell Reclamation. This is just a funny way of being able to double up on using the Creature Seizure or potentially recur our Venom Swamp should it ever go to the grave. fantastic hand. Right, we're going to set down 2 and set the Gravity Corp and pass. We don't really want to get the Venom Swamp rolling just yet. Tabas is going to reciprocate our play exactly. We're just going to set down the Ambush Fangs and then go for the Venom Swamp, summoning out our Venom Snake to see what Tabas has got set down. The Venom Cobra will get flipped, so we're going to take 800 damage, and in the end phase nothing will happen. Tabas is going to summon down the Razor Lizard. That is a pretty clean way of being able to deal with our set monster. So our Gravity Corp falls. Sad to see that card get no value, but what else can we expect? We're going to go for the Venom Snake, clear the weakened Razor Lizard, and then Tabas's Snake Whistle is going to grant him another Razor Lizard from the deck, which seems rather pointless given that in the end phase it's just going to get another counter on it, go down to 1000. Oh, Strike Slash is going to get fired, so when the Razor Lizard attacks our monster, it will gain 700 attack. We're going to go for the Ambush Fangs. Does this? Yeah, okay, I think it does work this way, because Strike Slash bizarrely has to be used when the monster declares an attack for some reason, not in damage. They just couldn't print a trap version of Rush Recklessly for some reason. Razor Lizard will get tributed in the main phase 2 though, for the Venom Boa, which is pretty scary, but we have drawn the Creature Seizure, so we can summon down the Goggle Golem and then Creature Seizure, give it over to Tabas and steal the... Oh, they give the pair one monster of their choice. Okay, we don't even get to pick the Venom Boa. Wow, that card is not as good as I thought it was. It's trash. Right, in the end phase, the Goggle Golem will start getting weakened, and we'll get tributed off for a second Boa. We are just going to get as many snake counters on our dude as possible, not that they do anything. I don't know why you're just not clearing it. Surely you actually have the damage to do so. Everybody's just going to be putting counters on everything. We're going to set down the Crystal Boa and pass the turn. Why aren't you attacking? We're going to flip the Crystal Seer mill to get the Shield Spear to hand and put the Venom Cobra on the bottom of the deck. Summon down the Razor Lizard and just... In the end phase, Crystal Seer will kill itself and the Razor Lizard will go down to 1000. We're going to set down one card and Tabas is going to go for another Venom monster. Razor Lizard dies. Are you finally going to clear? Yeah, okay, he's finally going to start clearing out our monsters. We're going to go for the Snake Whistle though. When the Venom Snake gets destroyed, we're just going to summon that down a Cobra from the deck, which is basically impossible to out. And now Tabas is staring against a wall of Cobras. We basically have won the game, except aside from the fact that we have less cards in deck. Right, we're going to summon down the Shock Trooper, try and clear one Venom Boa, but we are going to get Ambush Fang negating the attack, and then our Alien Shock Trooper will get 2 Venom counters on him. Venom Boa will clear him, and that's the turn. Right, our turn. Snake Whistle's funny. We're going to go Goggle Golem, attempt to clear the... I don't even know why we thought we could clear the Venom Boa. They don't actually lose attacks, so that seems strange. Oh, I guess we had the Shield Spear, didn't we? But I guess the Ambush Fangs is going to negate it. So Goggle Golem is going to die here. And yep, we're just sitting on 3 months. I'm just going to put the fast forward on. I do not see how this game is going to end. Oh, we're going to tribute summon a Venom Boa, crash, go for our Shield Spear. The Ambush Fangs will summon down another snake from the deck. We're going to go for the damage equals Reptile here when our Venom Boa is destroyed. Summon down the... Oh my gosh, one of the Venom Cobras was something we stole from Tabas. We actually had a third one in our deck. I was like, how the hell do we have 3 now? Again, I thought we lost one already. Right, the game is never going to end now. We have 3 of these guys. It'll never end! Aside from probably deck out, and normally I have less cards in deck. We're going to go for the Razor Lizard off the Snake Whistle, clear the range. Tabas are going to go for Serpent. We're going to lose our Razor Lizard here. Take a little bit more damage. Draw the Fossil Tusker. That's a good way of clearing the Boa. Finally, Tabas is losing some of his offensive threats. The Alien Shock Trooper will die in the end phase, and now our Fossil Tusker will die. We're going to go for the summon of the Boa and clear the Snake. We might be doing poorly, but we are trying to win the game here. We're going to get Strike Slashed, losing the Boa. We don't have anything that would damage equals Reptile can float on into. Tabas are going to fire it off, and we're just going to pass. And I think this is just where the game just basically will grind to a halt yet again, because I have gone through every single monster in my deck apart from this one Alien Shock Trooper. We can clear the Serpent. Tabas are going to float on into the Cobra, and this is basically game over. Right, the Cobra will finally fall to Shock Trooper plus Strike Slash. We are going to go for the Snake Whistle, grab out another Venom Snake, and in the end phase, or take down the Shock Trooper. Tabas will get to summon from his deck. Nothing. Is that his 3rd Cobra? It's only his 2nd Cobra. Oh, he must have the 3rd one in hand, probably. Great. Double Summon's going to get fired off, and down comes a Venom Boa. and that's going to clear out our Serpent. No, it's not, because we're going to go for the Ambush Fangs. We're just going to turn our guy sideways, going to lose him, and now Tabas is able to just piece us apart as we basically have nothing left in our deck. We're going to go Spell Reclamation to grab back our Creature Seizure for some reason. Then we're going to summon the Serpent, clear the Cobra. Tabas is going to go for these Ambush Fangs though, so we can never actually clear anything. We're going to go Goggle Golem, try and clear the Venom Boa with the Shield Spear, which we are actually able to successfully do. We are running very low on cards, we've only got 5 turns left, not that I think we actually have anything left in deck. We're going to go for the Goggle Golem normal summon again, clear the Venom Cobra as it goes up to 21 and then loses the 500 attack going back down to 16. I'm not sure that works that way, because surely he would have retained the counter even if he got a normal summon again, so it would have gone down to 1600.
That's called cheating.
We're going to go for the Creature Seizure, give Tobias our Venom Cobra, steal one of his set monsters, it's a range, and then we're going to be able to clear the Venom Cobra, deal a bit more damage, and then try and attack into the range. Well, at least in the end phase, range will die to the Venom Swamp. We're going to lose the Goggle Golem to the Alien Shock Trooper, which is going to get weaker. We're going to go for Neospatian Pathfinder, clear out the Alien Shock Trooper, and we're hoping Tobias is out of gas. Apparently not when double summon. Oh, double summon is just going to get discarded, sorry. The Venom Serpent is going to be able to clear our monster, and we're going to lose our guys to the Venom Swamp. Snake is able to meet with Snake. We're going to go Renge with the Creature Swap, give Tobias our Renge, and then win the game. Again, I'm not really sure whether I should have won that game, because I do think we probably fluffed up with the Goggle Golem play, and we were about to deck out anyway, so...
No contest.
Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing.
Tobias is going to go for the Venom Cobra, tribute it off for the Venom Boa. We're going to lose our Serpent here. We're going to go Goggle Golem, Creature Seizure, clear out his Boa. Tobias will be able to use damage equals Reptile here to grab out a Cobra from the deck. Set down the card, summon the Shock Trooper, that's going to clear his own Boa. We're going for the Strike Slash set down plus the Gravitic Orb, that's going to go and turn his monsters all kinds of ways. We're going to go for the Fossil Tusker, clear out the Shock Trooper, set down one card, pass the turn. Tobias are going to go for the Strike Slash, clearing out our Fossil Tusker, which is fine, and we're going to take another 1000 damage directly. We're going to go for the Venom Serpent, try and go for our Strike Slash, but the Ambush Fangs are going to come in clutch for Tobias. Thankfully our Venom Snake is able to clear the Serpent, and then our Razor Lizard can clear another Serpent, but Tobias is able to stack up a second Cobra as a defensive threat. Our turn, we're going to summon down the Serpent, and then Tobias is going to go for the Creature Seizure play, stealing the Serpent as he gives us a weak monster. We're going to go and Snake Whistle into another Snake, and we're going to slowly piece away at Tobias's board. Shock Trooper is going to come down and clear our Fossil Tusker. Our turn, we're going to just start turning things sideways because we have no access to the swamp. I think it might have just been for the best that but maybe we both side a swamp out, because that card literally makes a set unplayable. Shock Trooper is just going to start clearing out all of our monsters. We're going to go for the damage equals Reptile, at least get one Cobra out of this. I'm going to set down a card, pass the turn. I'm going to lose a Razor Lizard, and now Tobias is going to start just clearing the Gravitic Orb. We're going to turn things sideways. Hopefully now we can actually establish... Oh, we didn't side out the Venom Swamp. Not that it mattered, because I was going to be losing that duel anyway, but man, I thought we had an agreement.
They betrayed me, they didn't keep their promise, they tricked me, and I don't care anymore.
Alright, Venom Snake. Shock Trooper will clear. We're going to go for the damage equals Reptile, get a Cobra, take a shot every time you see Cobra. Venom Boa will die to the Shock Trooper. We're going to go for the Ambush Fangs, so he's not going to die. Neospatian Pathfinder will try and clear the Venom Snake, but we're going to get Ambush Fangs again. Now we are going to lose the Boa. Float on into the Snake, and then we're going to lose our Spice Dream Pathfinder to the Strike Slash. I'm going to set down the Gravitic Orb. Tobias is going to go for the Venom Boa. We're going to fire off another Strike Slash, boosting up his Shock Troopers to deal some damage. We're going to turn the Boa sideways. We're going to now go Fossil Tusker, clear out the Shock Trooper. Venom Boa plus Venom Swamp. Love to see it. We're going to lose the Fossil Tusker here.
I see
and
it.
then the Crystal Seer will get us our Gravitic Orb and then die as well. We're going to go for the Razor Lizard, go for the Shield Spear, we're going to get Ambush Fanged. We're going to lose our guys, then we're going to go for the Goggle Golem and go for the Phalanx Pike, so that our monster will be able to deal with it. This is a really interesting hedge card. Basically it gives our monster 900 extra attack for each monster with the same name in the graveyard, and that is enough to win. Cool. Right, let's move on to the much more exciting set. Moving on to the next set, Legendary Collection for Joey's World. Now, this set is an absolute banger, reprinting so many great cards, also containing a number of cards we actually haven't had access to yet because they were sort of legacy support for these older GX style archetypes, but we're getting a first crack at them here, and I couldn't be more excited about that. So in the super rares, we're getting the Harpy Ladies, which aren't too good. Elegant Egotist is okay. Dark World Dealings, I think we've got 2 of this. Call of the Haunted, wouldn't mind a second copy. And Super Rejuve is funny. Ultra rares, though, things do get very spicy. We obviously do have enough Beiges and Bronze, but Harpy Dancer is a pretty good card for the Harpy archetype. Pet Dragon is kind of funny. Rota, I'm not sure how many of these we actually have in the collection. Gates of Dark World would be insane. Trading is a great card. Zombie World 2. Heavy Storm, obviously, and Monster Reborn are both currently banned, so unlikely that those cards will be playable in the near future. Imperial Iron Wall is a very cool side deck card too. In the secret rares, we get Snow. Where's Grapha then? Is Grapha not in here? Oh, that sucks. Grapha's not reprinted. Okay, we do get Gates and Snow, and those 2 cards are obviously very strong for the Dark World archetype, one of my favourite sort of decks to play at the moment in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! We get Red MD as well. This card is another fantastic boss enabler of any Dragon style strategy. Dark Hole is cool. Raigeki, Pot of Greed, Pot of Avarice, Heavy Feather Duster, Foolish Barrel. Just so many strong, powerful individual cards here. Another Solemn Judgment, Torrential, Compulse. The sealed match is going to be a very high power match, let me tell you.
You sure about that?
Looking at the rares, Lava Golem is probably the better one. Jinzo is okay as well. Nothing else too useful. I do like Visionary, but he's a bit hard to get to work. In the commons, we've got 220 cards, and yeah, we just get Dinosaurs, Harpy Ladies, Zombies, Gate Guardian cards, Red Eyes cards, just a little bit of everything, really.
It is a little something for everyone.
Loads of vanillas. We also get the cards that, of course, have the Joey Wheeler text on them, like this Kenengen. He uses both a physical and a shadow form to attack, so he's a tough monster to beat. I cannot do a Brooklyn accent.
That much is evident.
And sorry for your eardrums too. Yeah, this set is really strong. Loads and loads of great cards here. We're going to be opening 20 of these packs, and so you get 1 super, 1 ultra, 1 secret, and 1 rare in every pack, along with 5 commons. So a lot of scope here to pull some absolutely busted cards. Let's see how well we do. Alright, so looking at the top, none of these cards are too relevant. We've got 1 dark card that's going to be good for the sealed match. I'm not sure what our stance is going to be on banning this card or not. I guess it will depend whether Tabas pulls it or doesn't. We did pull the Gate Guardian, which is funny. Guildford the Lightning is kind of cool. A couple of Gravekeepers DLA, that's not too bad for the Gravekeepers matchup, although I'm not sure after our last performance whether we actually want to go back to it.
No, don't relive it, don't!
Feather Duster and Heavy Storm will be fun and sealed. 1 Imperial Iron Wall and 2 Ill Blood after we missed this card in the Tactical Evolution is nice to have, because if you want to play a zombie deck soon, this card is obviously pretty strong there. We do get 3 Lava Gun, which is funny. Maximum 6, I don't even know what that card does. Phoenix Gifford is a funny structure deck card. 2 Raigeki, ooh.
Bring the thunder, baby.
Premature Burial, Pot of Avarice as well is also really nice to have. Along with 2 Red MD. Like, this row is, look how stacked this row is. Pot, Preemie, Raigeki, Red MD, insane cards. We did get a Scapegoat, that's going to be quite useful for the sealed. Sixth Sense, I completely missed this card, I forgot this was just like a common in the set. Basically reads,
I see dead people.
Mill 1 to 4 cards from your deck or draw 5 or 6 cards. It's just an insane card. We did get Double Snow, which is nice for the Dark World deck, and 1 Torrential as well, just for another really strong removal card, and a couple of Treacherous Trap Holes too. That card is pretty nice. Right, looking at our sealed deck, this just looks insane. We're playing Zombie, Dragon, Dark World with a butt ton of spell and trap cards that are just absolute all-stars. To start with, we've got Beige, a couple of Brown, and the Bron as our core Dark World package, along with 2 Snow down here. 1 Cave Dragon, he can't be normal summoned, but obviously with the Red MD we can just cheat him out from the hand, and he's just a 2k attacker, which is pretty strong. 1 Goblin Zombie, this card on being sent to graveyard just allows us to search basically any zombie from deck to hand. 1 gold, double Ill Blood, 2 Jinzo, 2 Pyramid Turtle to float on into the Ill Blood, 2 Red MD for just insane plays, 1 Red Eyes Riven and a Zombie Dragon, plus Regeneration Mummy, 1 Scar, 1 Silver, Double Snow, 1 Spirit Reaper, so 1 Tyrant Dragon, just another big monster that the Red MD can summon, 1 Vampire Lady, a Vampire's Curse, and of course a Little D. Yo, this Tyrannosaurus Tont's got a terrible temper. You have to play this card for the memes. In the spells we've got Book of Life, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Dark World Dealings, Pot of Avarice, Premature, Double Waigeki, 1 Scapegoat, Call of the Haunted, Compulsory, and the 6th Sense. This deck just looks absolutely insane. Okay, we actually have a pretty strong start with Bronze and Silver and the Beige. We're just playing Dark World, baby. We're just going to set down the Beige because we don't really want the Bronze to get killed by like a bigger monster. We want to be able to try and resolve his effect next turn. Snipe Hunter. You're doing a Snipe Hunter on a blind set monster. I think I'm just being kind to you there, Tabas, and I said, you know what, you should just attack first before you want to try that.
Do I look like some kind of charity case?
Right. Doesn't matter though, because we have the Bronze Silver playline. You know, Bronze, clear out the Snipe Hunter, and then summon 4th. Oh, we're going to bring out Gold actually. Don't know why, but we just wanted to pick Gold. We want to keep Silver for some reason, just in case I guess Tabas Dark World Dealings, Silver is much more devastating for him. I'm going to deal 2300 damage with that. Down comes the lightning. And the monster reborn to steal our gold. You're taking me gold, Tobias! How dare you! Right, we're going to set down the Scapegoat and pass. Tobias is going to go for the Regenerating Mummy. We're just going to summon out 2 little goat tokens, preserving our life points here. Well, we're still basically out of luck with these just big dummies in the hand. And Tobias is going to summon down the Jinzo, shutting off any traps that we might perchance draw into. Premature Burial is actually great here. We're going to farm it off, pay the 8, bring back our Bronze, tribute him off for the Jinzo, and we're just going to kill the gold, at least this way. If Tobias wants out our Jinzo, he's going to have to sacrifice his Jinzo to do so. Obviously, once we lose the Jinzo once more, we are literally out of monsters that are summonable, but I suppose Tobias seems to be so as well. We still can't do anything even with 5 cards in hand, and then the Marauding Captain is going to come down. No effect, just dealing a nice 1200 damage here. Please, monster. Yes! Snow, we can summon her. Clear the Captain. I wonder what Tobias' background is. He's been sitting on them for quite some time. Passing, okay. Compulse, love to... we're going to summon the Ill Blood, and that's going to try and clash with one of the goat tokens. In the main phase 2, we can set down the compulsory evacuation device. Tobias is just passing. I love to see it. We're going to re-normal summon the Ill Blood, use his effect to special summon the Vampire's Curse from the hand, and be able to kill 2 tokens. It's pretty good value. Right, Tobias is just going to go for the Harpy's Feather Duster. Sure, good way of clearing the compulsory evacuation device. Followed by the Call of the Haunted to bring back the Jinzo. In our turn, we're going to tribute both monsters, summon down the Red MD, clear out Jinzo. Tobias just passes. We're going to go for the Book of Life, bring back the Ill Blood, and then normal summon the Spirit Reaper so we can start piecing apart Tobias' hand. The Red MD is going to hit him for 28, and then the Spirit Reaper, unimpeded, will snatch a card from Tobias' hand. Now, I realise this could backfire massively. Thankfully it didn't. If Tobias was playing like the silver and the gold, we could just lose everything there. Right, the big spider will get summoned, and isn't this just game over? Like, I know you're halving life points, but that doesn't really matter. But can't I just attack it and win? Unless you've got like Mirror Force or something. Right, we're going to go for the little D for the ultimate punish. Going to get 600 damage in from the Red MD, and then Tobias, my little D, will destroy you.
Benbow. Don't say that. Oh, why would you say that?
I am such a child sometimes. Right, our turn, and we're looking at our opening hand, and it's pretty good. Love to see the Treacherous Trap Hole. That card is really underrated, and we have got the Dark World Dealings, which is cool. We're going to fire that off, even though I probably shouldn't, because if Tobias is on Dark World cards, that is just terrifying. Okay, thankfully not. We're just going to get our free Beige here, and then we're going to go for the Raigeki. Going to get Solemn You must value this card so highly, Tobias. The Solemn Judgment for 1, right? We're going to set down the Cave Dragon and see what we're dealing with. Okay, we haven't seen this card in a hot minute. Maybe I should have just gone for the Jinzo to clear. Alright, Regenerating Mummy will get summoned, and Tobias is going to go for the die roll, landing a 3, and then landing a 2, preserving our Beige. Regenerating Mummy is going to clear the Beige though, and with that, it's back to our turn. Oh, I love to see Red MD. Right, we're going to fire down the Treacherous, pop both of Tobias' monsters, and then we're going to flip over the Cave Dragon, summon down the Spirit Reaper, and and just reap on in. There's actually a load of ways we could have played that turn. We could have gone for the Red MD, or we could have gone for the Jinzo. I figured piecing apart Tobias's hand was probably for the best, but the Book of Moon has actually scuppered me, because that cleanly outs the Spirit Reaper with his own sort of effect, right? If he's targeted by a spell effect, he just dies. Snipe Hunter's going to get summoned, and yep, we're going to lose the Cave Dragon here. Maybe I should have just gone for a Red MD in main phase 2. This seems like I am now going to be losing the game. I'm not going to Dark Hole for 1. What do you take me for?
Fool.
I will definitely Dark Hole for 2 though, especially if you're putting down a tasting morsel like the Sabersaurus in front of me. So take the 3400, and then on our next turn we can just fire down the Dark Hole, blow up the board, and then summon down our newly drawn Vampire Lady. She'll get sucking on in for 1550. And with her effect, we'll get rid of a trap card from Tobias' deck, the Judgment of Anubis. Sure, I guess it's anti-Heavy Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster tech, but not a very good card generally. I'm going to pass the turn there and see what
Gotta be kidding!
Monster Reborn is going to get fired off, and apparently Sabersaurus is the best monster in either player's graveyard. I find that hard to believe. But I suppose Tyrant Dragon can't be searched on from the graveyard unless you tribute it to Dragon, so I guess that it really is the best choice. Right, Sabersaurus will pummel through the Vampire Lady. She has sucked her last.
Suck! Suck! Suck!
And we will be drawing into Brawn, which is a really nice draw, but we're just going to have to set him down, hope Tobias doesn't draw another powerful monster. Speaking of the powerful monsters, it's our old pal Summon's Skull to the fray, and that basically, unless we draw a dragon, what are we going to do? Like, even if we can summon a monster from the graveyard, ooh! Pyramid Turtle is like the best draw here. That keeps us in the game, potentially floats on into Ill Blood. We might be living after all. Pyramid Turtle will float indeed onto the Ill Blood, and Tobias, I'm not sure whether we actually have any other zombie options that deal with the Summon's Goal, but at least we can put up a bit of a fort here. Right, our turn. Ill Blood for Ill Blood. Right, we're going to normal summon the Ill Blood, summon down a second Ill Blood, and just pass. Pot of Avarice is going to get fired. Oh, very nice. And Tobias will shuffle back Sabersaurus, Snipe, Tyrant, Roulette, and the Mummy. Shuffle them up and draw 2. And down comes the freshly drawn Sabersaurus. Right, both of our Ill Bloods will die here, and we are basically doomed unless we draw a dragon. Oh, we're just dead. Wait, what? Oh, if the first Ill Blood dies, the other Ill Blood dies as well. Ah. We have sided in the Fiber Jar. This card just reset the game other than life points, so it's very funny. We're going to move for the Dark Void Dealings. I'll have to see Raigeki on my side for once. Discard the Snow. Grab from deck to hand a Silver. And then we're going to go for Dark Void Dealings again and discard the Silver, bringing him out. And Tobias will discard for his second card a second Judgment of Anubis. Right, we're going to set down the Pyramid Turtle and pass the turn. This opening looks pretty strong, but I do know that Tobias packs some pretty potent monsters himself. Jirai Gumo not being one of them. Right, we're going to flip over the Pyramid Turtle, sack him off for the Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, and Book of Moon will get fired off, setting down our Silver. Thankfully, though, the Zombie Dragon is able to still clear. Hyper Hammerhead comes down, and that is a very strong out to both of our monsters. Silver will die, and if we want to kill the Hyper Hammerhead, we're going to have to bounce our Red Eye Zombie Dragon back to hand. Oh, never fear, we have drawn another dragon. We're going to summon down the Wyvern, and then Raigeki.
What killed the dinosaurs?
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Banish the Wyvern, summon the Red MD, and do we have any dragons in the graveyard to revive? None yet. But can we just OTK with the Premi? We can't quite OTK, but we can basically OTK. We're going to play another 800, bring back the Silver, and deal 47, 77. Oh, this is game 52, 70, 7500. Actually, no, it's not quite game. It will put Tobias staggeringly low, put him out of his own premature burial range, and nothing short of like a Dark Hole or Raigeki will save him now. Let's go, baby. Given we pulled 4 Rainbow Dragons in Tactical Evolution, we have to play the Crystal Beast once more. Now we actually have a boss monster that acts as a win con as well as the Abundance. Everything else is pretty much the same as last week, other than we've got Painful Choice and the third Dark World dealings in the main, rather than stuff like the Rescue Cat. This is just a better way of being able to get every single named Crystal Beast into the graveyard so it can summon the Rainbow Dragon and hopefully win. Right, heading into the replay. This hand is pretty much unplayable. Oh, but we've drawn our 6th card and that kind of fixes things. We're going to go for the Dark World dealings. Discard the Cobalt Eagle. Tobias will discard the uh-oh, we're going to go for the Terraforming, grab ourselves the Rainbow Ruins. How comes every time I play Crystal Beast I end up against like just the biggest bungus vanilla deck possible? Right, we're just going to set down the Amethyst Cat after all that and end the turn. Tobias is going to go for the Gene Warped Warwolf.
Yes, 24601. My name is Sean.
Warped Warwolf.
Sure, we're just going to put our Amethyst Cat in the back row. Oh my gosh, the 3rd beacon. Okay, well, eventually things are going to get moving. This is going to be crazy. Once we get this guy in the spell trap zone, we can just get 3 special summons from the deck, which we will get now once we take another 2000 damage from the Gene Warped Wolf. Right, we can now fire down the Rainbow Ruins, go for 1 Blessing, bring out the Sapphire Pegasus. Sapphire Pegasus will put down the Topaz Tiger. Beacon number 2, bring out the Amber Mammoth. And then we're going to go for Promise and summon our whole back row. Oh. I'm not quite sure how we did that because we only get the extra draw with 4. I don't know what we're doing, we're kind of cheating a little bit there.
No contest.
Alright, we're going to go for the Graceful straight off the bat. Oh. But that's disappointing. I was hoping to find some Crystal Beasts I could dump. We're just going to dump the Last Resort and the One Abundant. Hopefully that relaxes the pass into thinking we don't have any, even though we've got the second one in hand. We're then going to fire off the Twister. Embarrassing really, but Heart of the Underdog really is annoying to us. We're going to go for the Ancient City Rainbow Ruins, summon down the Amethyst Cat and just attack directly for the 6. We're also going to go for another Heart of the Underdog. We're going to lose the Amethyst Cat here. Set down the Ruby Carbuncle. This is like how every Crystal Beast deck goes. Like, you spend like 4 turns doing absolutely nothing and hoping you just don't die. And this doesn't look like this is going to be the same result twice though. We're going to take a load more damage and just keep on setting and hoping. Setting and coping, that is what the strategy is. And we just die because even though we can mitigate some damage from the Rainbow Ruins, we can't mitigate all of it. Into game 3, and I'm delighted by the pot of greed. Into the Graceful Charity. This is just a great way of being able to dump some of our Crystal Beasts into the graveyard. Firing off the Dark World dealings with deck thinned by 1,000,000. We're going to go for the Amber Mammoth. That's going to lose to Sabersaurus.
I'll be back.
We're going to go down for another Amber Mammoth, activate the Rainbow Ruins. That's still going to lose to another Sabersaurus, but it's okay. We just wanted to get 2 in the spell trap zone, so we can go for the Beacon, bring out the Sapphire Pegasus, bring out the Topaz Tiger. We're then going to go for the Promise, summon the Topaz Tiger, clear out the Sabersaurus, and be able to attack on directly for 2800 here. Tobias' turn, and the Emblem of the Awakening is going to get fired. Cucullins will be summoned, and the Sangan will die, and we'll take a lot of damage here. We're going to grab with the Sangan the Emerald Turtles, which we're going to set down. Cucullin is going to banish another Sabersaurus just to buff himself up, so he's able to clear our Emerald Tortoise. Which one are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still missing the Ruby Carbuncle, okay. We're going to use Topaz Tiger, crash on into the Cucullin, and in main phase 2, we will draw an extra card thanks to the Rainbow Ruins. Tobias is going to go for double attack to give his monster 2 attacks for the turn. Okay, and then banishing the Wing Weaver to buff his Cucullin up to what, like 3450. He's going to be able to clear both our monsters. We're going to leave them in the background. We're going to go for the Beacon here, bring out the Ruby Carbuncle, and then going for the Crystal Abundance just to nuke the entire board here, making sure we're nice and safe before we go for the Rainbow Dragon and winning. How ironic, Tobias, that you are playing Go Giga Gaga Gigo when we are bringing the Gaga Gigo and the Giga Gaga Gigo in our second progression deck.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Water Beats. Now, specifically, this deck revolves around one newly acquired card from Joey's World, Leria Dragon Daedalus. So it's a level 7 that you can send one face of Umi you control to the graveyard to destroy everything else on the field.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Seems pretty good, right? I mean, you are losing all of your cards too, but a board wipe is a board wipe, and we like to see them. Now, there are a few ways that we can hopefully cheat this card out, bearing in mind we only have one. For a start, we've got the Legendary Ocean that lowers him to a level 6, only requiring 1 tribute, whilst also lowering the Tower King Salmon and the Giga to 4 stars so they can be normal summoned without having to worry about tributes. We are also, since we're playing the ALO, we are playing a couple of Mermaid Knight to attack directly, triple Hydrogen just as like an interesting way of being able to generate some board presence, 2 Aqua Spirit as well, and then the Fenrir, which is another kind of Aqua Spirit monster, but potentially can skip Tobias's draw phase. For the spells, obviously we've got the triple Legendary Ocean, and we can search this now. We've got the Warrior of Atlantis plus double Terraforming. We're playing the Book of Moon times 2, 1 Graceful Charity just to refresh our hand, 2 Monster Gate. This is just another way of hopefully being able to turn like a weak monster like a Hydrogen into maybe even the Daedalus itself, or at least something bigger like one of these vanillas. 2 My Body just to protect our guys, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, the Pot of Greed, Perimeter Burial, Scapegoat times 2, and double Terraforming. In the traps, we've got 2 Court of the Haunted, 2 Solemn Judgment, and 3 Tornado Rule. So as long as we have a Legendary Ocean on the field, we will take no battle damage. Hopefully this deck works. Luminous Spark. I do believe I'm in for a walloping. Bow before the Creator.
It is from me that all life is born. It lives only for me.
I'm glad I made all those like presets with Zanza and the Creator last episode that I can just reuse in this episode. Right, we're going to set down the Gagagigo because we cannot deal with the Creator, and Tobias will use Creator to recur back the Incarnate, discarding the Mystic Tomato, making another Creator.
Do not be surprised. Everything in this world is dictated by the passage of fate.
I thought this world only needed 1 god. Oh my god, and then the Chaos Sorcerer with it. I think this game is over before it's even started, right? We're going to lose the Galileo and then take 5,600 here. Unless we draw ALO or a way to search it, that's pretty good. Thankfully the Tornado will buy us some time. We're going to go for the ALO, clear the Luminous Spark, summon the Gigo, and clear out 1 Creator, and set down the Tornado Wall. Tobias is going to head to battle after he's banished our monster, and we're going to fire the Tornado Wall, staving off the damage. We're going to just set down the Book of Moon, pass the turn. Tobias is passing. We're going to go for the second Gigo, clear out the other Creator. I know he's going to get banished by the Chaos Sorcerer, but honestly I don't really care too much. Tobias is going to go for the Terraforming. Now that I do care about, because that clears our Tornado Wall, and we're going to book the Creator Incarnate so we are able to stave off its damage. Tornado Wall is funny, but I just don't think we're doing much here with the Aqua Spirit, and we're just sort of spinning our wheels hoping we can live. Sangan will clear the Mermaid Knight, and we do have another turn at our disposal. ALO is great, and we do have the Tornado Wall. We are somehow living, and now Tobias, Fenrir will negate your next draw phase. Clearing the Sangan. You can search all you want, but make sure it's a good one. Okay, for the Witch, fair enough. Right, we're going to pass the turn, and then Tobias is going to summon down the Witch, banish our dude, and then thankfully we have the Tornado Wall just to preserve our life total. Second Tornado Wall is nice to see, especially if Tobias does go for like an MST on it. Tobias is passing. Hydro, get on! Right, we can clear out 1 Witch now, and bring forth a second Hydrogeddon from the deck. We will eventually find Daedalus. We've only got 25 more cards left to do it. Tobias will grab himself Oka, which will get summoned, and we will lose both Hydrogeddons. Scapegoat is funny, but not exactly usable. Witch is going to get summoned. We're going to go for the Gagagigo here, clear out the Witch, slowly cutting Tobias' life points down. Another Oka will be drawn, which is great. MST to clear 1 Tornado Wall. Lightning Vortex, sure. You think it's over, Tobias? I have my Scapegoat in store for you. I'll keep 2 of them, and in the end phase you'll lose the Oka. Uh-oh, MST, we're just going to fire that off, clear out Tobias' My Body, pass the turn. Premature Burial, by all means, bring back. Oh, actually, that's fine. That guy doesn't actually have piercing. I was like, does that guy have piercing? That's completely fine. Right, we're going to lose both tokens here. And Tabas will be able to banish one to draw one. Okay. And then... How are we still in this game? I'm not giving up, Tabas. You want to try and kill me? Summon down another Chaos Sorcerer. It's fine. We have the Tornado Wall. Ain't nothing getting through this wall. Where's Daedalus? Okay, put a greed. You can deck yourself out, Tabas. That's fine. Ah.
That is a problem.
We're going to try and My Body as a Shield preserve the Legendary Ocean. Please. And that's the game. Well, we lasted longer than I thought. We kept on clinging in there. Not that we were really doing anything, just refusing to die like the little cockroach we are. Right, we're going to go terraforming, grab the ALO, summon down the Terror King Salmon, set down the Tornado Wall. Sparks are going to Graceful, discarding 2 lights, following up with a Pot of Greed. Surprised he didn't put a Dark in the graveyard. Maybe he hasn't got a Chaos Sorcerer just yet. Ooh, we got the bug, but we're not going to go for the buggy. We're going to go for the Gagagio. Come on in, see whether we can deal with this witch. Yes, we can. That will grab a Snipe Hunter. Interesting. And then the Terror King Salmon will be able to attack directly for 2600 here. I think that's the first substantial attack we've got in this entire match. Snipe Hunter will get fired off, and Tabas is going to be able to start piecing apart our monsters, but not with the first discard. Nor with the second discard. Okay, with the third, fine. You can clear out the Terror King Salmon.
Third time's the charm.
I'll take the 3 for 1. Trust me, I don't really care. Oh my gosh, should keep going. You just have like no regard for advantage. Oh right, okay, it was just to get that light and dark grave. Alright, Chaos Sorcerer is going to come down, but you've got nothing else on the field, so I'm not too worried, especially when we have the Tornado Wall. We're going to set down a card, go for the Bug. He's going to bug out, clear the Snipe Hunter here. Down comes the Witch. We're going to lose our Bug Wraith to the Snipe Hunter. We're just going to go for the Premature Burial here, bring back our Terror King Salmon, and attempt to clear the Chaos Sorc. Tabas is going defensive. We might have this game, boys. Oh, we've got no waters in the grave, but we are going to be able to summon our Atlantis here. Warrior's going to clear the Witch will grab Witch, and then the Terror King will be able to attack directly. Wow, scaring Tabas with his fishy breath. But you've got 1 turn. Okay, Creature Swap is interesting. He's going to clear out his own Witch, and what can you grab from this though? Sanyan, that's fine. They should just rely on that I won't have another monster. We're going to use the Terraforming Deck Thin. And you are right that I have no other monsters I can summon, so hopefully we can just clear out our own Atlantis here and end the turn. I'm going to go for the Graceful, and that is just basically game over. I'm going to discard 2 cards, go for the Pot of Greed, draw another 2, summon down the Hydrogeddon, see what we're dealing with face down. Yep, it's a Sangan. We're going to go have ourselves another Hydrogeddon, and that is just the game. Into the final duel. We still haven't actually seen Daedalus once, not even like milled out or summoned. Oh, Monster Gate is great. We're going to go clear the Creator. Uh-oh, we're going to get Magic Jammed on the Legendary Ocean. We are still going to clear the Creator, but we are then going to go for the Monster Gate, bringing out the Hydrogeddon from the deck with our fresh ALO. Second Hydrogeddon is going to come down, clearing out another 1800 Tabas life points. Lightning Vortex will clear our board, and then Tabas is going to go for the BLS. Oh, that's big. We're going to go for the Book, turning him sideways, and then our Terror King can clear him. Graceful is a huge card here for Tabas to discard the Creator. Oh. That. Oh, okay, I guess just getting a Light Engrave. Okay, we're going to lose the Terror King Salmon here, and then we're going to start taking a butt ton of damage from the Oka and the Chaos Sorc here. We've got 1 turn left, Pot of Greed, into the Graceful. We're going to set down the Call of the Haunted, summon the Terror King Salmon, clear out the Chaos Sorcerer. We are still living, just about. Hybrid Dragon's going to get summoned. We're going to go for the Call of the Haunted, summon down the Gigagio, and then win. What a turnaround from 300 life points. Let's have a quick look at Tabas's decks for this episode as we just reflect back on 22 wonderful episodes of the series. Now, I know I'm tooting my own horn when I say that, but I started this just kind of as a meme back last October. And yeah, I know the viewing figures aren't exactly huge. I don't even know whether anybody does genuinely watch the series like as a weekly thing, or nobody really comments or anything like that. But I'm just proud like of how well I've developed my video editing skills and my commentary skills. Yeah, really happy with how the series is going so far. Thoroughly enjoy making it, have lots of fun doing the memes and stuff like that. And yeah, to all those people that have been watching since the beginning and all those people that continue to watch, thank you very much for all your support. It's really, truly appreciated. Next episode, we'll be opening 2 core sets. Gladiator's Assault, which introduces the Gladiator Beasts, and then Phantom Darkness, which introduces Dark Arm Dragon and Ruins Yu-Gi-Oh! Really fun sets, great cards in both of them. Can't wait to see what we pull. Thank you very much for watching. Do please subscribe to stay more up to date with more episodes of the Progrichalcos. Bye bye.